Yeah, love. Perfect. Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Thursday night opportunity call, where we are going to be telling you all about our amazing health products and our incredible work from home business opportunity. So we are going to get kicked off right away with our amazing Paula, who's going to be telling you all about our incredible products.
Thank you, Sara, and thank you everyone for joining us this evening. I hope you're all well. So I am going to share with you our wonderful Juice Plus products. Now, I first came across them about 6.5 years ago. I thought I was healthy. I've never taken supplements before, but I was absolutely blown away by what I heard at my first presentation. So hopefully you are as well this evening. What I loved about them was they're all made by from plants, totally natural, and they're the most researched nutritional product in the world. And I just love that they were backed by so much science. And I just thought, I have got absolutely nothing to lose by giving them a go, especially after I heard the amazing testimonials, which you're going to hear some this evening as well. And I thought, I just want to feel how they're feeling. And so I got started, and after just a few days, I just loved how much energy I got. I was the kind of, a busy mom, had my own business, and I was just, always, mid-afternoon running a bit on empty. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to me there. But I started taking the premium capsules, which I'll go through in a second, and I just loved all the energy I got. I could keep going all day, my concentration was better, and 6.5 years later, I haven't had one day sick since. And I used to be the kind of person who was always picking up, seasonal colds and things like that. And yeah, my skin's better, so I absolutely love them. So I hope you love them as much as what I did when I first heard about them. So I'll just go through. We'll go on to the next slide, please, James. So basically, we all know that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are, but we just don't get enough. There's a few reasons why we don't get enough. Convenience, like I've just been into Waitrose before, and there's hardly anything that looks that nice sometimes, especially this time of year. You can't get your berries the same, they're expensive, and you've got to sometimes, like, what am I going to make, I can't be bothered to cook, and that kind of thing. So people can skip a lot of vegetables, and the downside of that is you're not getting the nutrition in your body. And you can see here that almost over 87% of adults are not getting enough, are not eating enough vegetables, and 59% are not eating enough fruit. And then going over to the kids here, it's even worse. You've got 96% not eating enough fruits and vegetables, and 70%, I can't even see that now, of youngsters. And so, what that means is, if you're not getting the nutrition in your body, you can suffer with ill health, and your immune system can suffer, and all sorts of things, because we all know that fruits and vegetables just help to keep us healthy, help to support our immune system, which is really important at the moment, and just give us the glow that we need and the energy that we need. So when I saw that the premium capsules are made of a variety of 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries, and that you can get your fruits and vegetables in such a convenient way in just capsule form, and get all of the nutrition from the 30 fruits and vegetables, it just made perfect sense to me. I just thought, what an absolute genius idea. So the premium capsules work by being absolutely packed full of all the antioxidants and phytonutrients and micronutrients and all the nutrients that help to keep you healthy. And they go straight into your bloodstream. They're totally bioavailable, and they get absorbed into the body and work at a cellular level. So all of that nutrition just goes right into your cells, help to keep every single cell healthy, and help to keep and help with repair as well. So I mean, absolutely, doesn't that make perfect sense, just to be able to get them in such a convenient way? Next slide, please, James. Next slide, please, James. So anyway, I'll talk about what's in them. So we've got our vegetables, and they've got a variety of 10 vegetables in. So you've got spinach, kale, broccoli, all of the, like, I'm not going to go through them all, but you've got, 10 vegetables every single day. So as I said before, like, I mean, how many vegetables do you eat every day? You might have broccoli, you might have carrots, you might have, I don't know, whatever your favorite is, but whatever you get is that's the nutrition that you're getting. So the ones that you aren't eating, you don't get those those nutrients in your body. So with these, every single day, you're getting the nutrition from kale and spinach and all those ones, and they're the things that are just kept, just absolutely packed full of the nutrients that help to keep you healthy. You only have to Google, foods that help to prevent cancer and foods that help to prevent this and that, and all of these things come up, like broccoli comes up as one of the anti-cancer ones, kale, all those kind of things. So an easy way to get all that nutrition. You can see here with the fruit as well, you're getting pineapple, oranges, and so on every single day. But the best thing about them is they're actually whole food. So unlike what you get in the supermarket, let's say the orange, I'll pick on an orange, you only eat the inside usually. I've never eaten the peel of an orange before, unless you grate it. But most of the nutrition is actually in the peel. Okay, so if you're throwing that away, you're not getting that nutrition. But with our fruits and vegetables, the way they're processed, I'll talk about that in a second, they're putting the whole food in, so you're getting the full range of nutrients. And then going on to the berries here, we all know that berries are packed full of essential antioxidants. They're really good for your skin. They're really good for giving you a really anti-aging, so absolutely perfect for a beauty kind of product. That's what I say, beauty from within. You're feeding your cells at a cellular level with all this nutrition and antioxidants that help to keep your skin nice, your hair, your nails, and really good for your immune system and energy as well. So if you take the berries, don't be surprised if people say like, oh gosh, you've got such a glow about you. We call it the juice plus glow, and that's, the berries are absolutely amazing for that. So this is Bill, our cranberry farmer, and Bill and we've got all specially picked farms all over the world, and they're just picked for their quality. So we so say for example, we're the biggest buyer of kale in the world, and our farms are just exclusively for us. So what they do is they grow the fruits and vegetables to their peak ripeness. So unlike what you get in the supermarket that's been picked weeks in advance, and that's because they have to be transported to the final destination of supermarket, then sit in your fruit bowl and your fridge and whatever. And obviously if they were picked at their peak ripeness, they would be have gone off by the time you actually get to eat them. So you're basically missing out on nutrition in that way as well. So our fruits and vegetables, they're grown right up to their peak ripeness. They're then juiced at a speed that keeps all the nutrition in. They then take away the water, the sugar, and the fiber. So they're completely safe for people with diabetes and blood sugar level issues. And then they're dried at a temperature that keeps the nutrition in as well. So you're getting all of the powders that are dried are just put encapsulated and put into these little capsules. So as I said, absolute genius way of getting all that nutrition into your body and helping just to keep your body healthy. Thanks, James. So as well as adults being able to take the capsules, we've got this amazing program called the Healthy Starts for Families. Now, as a mother, I'm hugely passionate about this, not just for my own family, but to share with other families as well. With this, an adult buys the premium capsules, the fruits and vegetables that I've just shared with you there, and they're eligible for a child to go absolutely free. So depending on the age, they can choose the chewables, which are just like gummies, like little sweeties. So they actually feel that they're eating, they're so delicious as well. They actually feel that they're eating, Haribos, or, well, probably not Haribos, but, sweets. They're really, really delicious, just like fruity sweets. But in fact, they're having their fruits and vegetables. So if you choose the fruits and vegetables, which to get free, and you can buy separately the berries, they're getting 30 fruits and vegetables every single day, thinking they're sweet. So amazing for children. So as I said, children get them absolutely free. So again, absolutely no brainer. The whole family can be healthy. We've had 1.5 million children participating in this program all over the world. And out of those 1.5 million, we've had 96% of families reporting positive health benefits. So basically the statistics, say it all. My daughter has taken these products since she was 5. She's now nearly 13 and she hasn't had one day sick since. And as a mum, that just absolutely means everything to me, because I never used to like seeing her, even with a cold or a sniffle or any sickness bug that she used to pick up at school. And to have sailed through, this is our 7th winter with not one single sniffle, just is absolutely amazing. So I know they're really supporting our immune system. Thanks, James. So they're the gummies that I just mentioned. So they just come in a little pouch and they're just, honestly, they're really delicious. So it's not just me and who put you on this call this evening that says how amazing these products are. Next slide, please, James. There is, oh, we're going the wrong, okay, we'll go on this one. Okay, so out of, you can see here some of the statistics from the Healthy Start. So we've got 71% of participants eating more fruits and vegetables. I can't actually see this, so if I say it wrong, then just, you can read that. You've got 89% more aware of their health. My slide has just come up like really, really tiny, that's why I can't see. You've got 71% drinking more water and 61% eating more fruits and vegetables. As I said, if I've said that wrong, just read it yourself. But basically what that means is, what we put in our bodies crave. So if we're putting in loads of junk food, McDonald's and donuts and lots of sugar and things like that, then our body just naturally starts to crave that kind of food. And when you've got a sugar, you say, oh, I've just got such a sweet tooth. It's because you keep feeding that sweet tooth, and that's why you keep wanting more and more of it, right? But if you put in all of this nutrition in your body at a cellular level, your body, guess what? Your body starts to crave healthy food. And don't be surprised if your children are taking the chewables, or they can get capsules depending on their age. If they suddenly start saying, mummy, can I have some broccoli, or daddy, can I have some spinach? Because that's what happens. Their body starts to crave it. And you can see here by the statistics, that's exactly what happens. Next slide, please. Thank you. So, as I said, we've the most researched nutritional product in the world. We've got 40 gold standard clinical studies now, and we've got more on the way from top hospitals and universities, worldwide. And what at the moment, what's really important, as said before, is immune health. The stronger our immune system is, the less sick we get, basically. And, there's never been a better time to keep our immune system healthy. And our Juice Plus premium capsules have got 4 clinical studies showing that they back that they support the immune system. We've got studies showing that they support the DNA. We've got skin health study. My father had really bad eczema for over 20 years. Absolutely nothing worked. He had strong steroid creams, bleached his hands. They're still bleached now. Nothing worked at all. And after only 3 months of taking the premium capsules, it completely cleared up. That's 6.5 years ago, and it's never come back. So not making any medical claims here, but that's exactly what happened to my dad. And I've seen many, many more stories. In fact, another one today from one of my girls on my team. Her son's eczema was completely cleared up after just 2 weeks. So amazing for the skin, and it's backed up by science as well. Dental health study, they show they support the oxidative stress. Cardiovascular health, they help to support the heart system. And also there's other ones as well, but one of them is that it helps to reduce inflammation. And if you've got inflammation in your body, it can be a sign that you're leading on to health issues. Everyone who's got health issues has got inflammation in their body, and so any way that you can reduce inflammation in your body, then you find a way. It's that you'll be healthier, and our products show clinically proven to reduce inflammation. Next slide, please. So lots of good reasons to take them. And so it's not just, and again, it's not just how they make you feel, it's all happening at a cellular level. So some people say, well, I don't feel this, or I don't feel that, or everybody has different feelings with them and different, benefits, but it's what's happening at a cellular level, and it's completely backed by science. And we don't know that we're going to be ill until we get symptoms. So what better way to help support your body by things, products that are absolutely all natural and, backed by science, showing that that's what they do. So as well as the premium capsules, we've got our omegas. I absolutely love these. They are not made by fish. Fish oils of I think it's 3 and 6 are commonly in the fish oils, which have got, toxins in. They can have toxins in. They can have plastic residues, they can have mercury in, and especially if you're vegetarian or vegan, you might not want to eat something that's come out of a fish. Our omegas are from plants, and unlike what the fish goes to the bottom of the sea and eats the algae plant, and then the other fish oils, that's where they get the algae plant out of the fish. We don't bother with the fish. We just go straight to the algae plant in the bottom of the sea and take out the oil. So go straight to the source. We've got all of these other seeds and where they come from, pomegranate seed oil, and they're just got the richest sources of omegas. And unlike just the 2 omegas I mentioned with the fish oils, we've got a blend of 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And our body doesn't make omegas, we have to get it from our diet. And sadly, just like with fruits and vegetables, most people just are not getting enough. And why do we need omegas? Omegas are amazing for helping to prevent brain disease, and any kind of brain issues. So they're really good for concentration, brain fog, memory, as well as helping to prevent from other more serious brain diseases. So, and also they're really good for eye health, keeping the eyes healthy, cardiovascular system, your joints, your skin. And people are getting just absolutely amazing results just using these just for their skin. Not just for their skin, they use them and they get amazing results, and they see it in their skin. And obviously it's happening at a cellular level through the whole body, but that's not what they see. And really good for people who've got hormone issues. I've heard a lot of stories of people who've got, going through the menopause and things like that, and it helps to balance their hormones. So yeah, these are amazing as well. Next slide, please. And we've got our amazing complete range, and complete, as the name suggests, is a complete. It can be used as a complete meal. It's got everything your body needs for a highly nutritious meal, and you can choose the bars or the soup, which is great for this time of year. And the bars are absolutely delicious. Just like a chocolate bar, but you've got a highly nutritious meal there, or you've got your plant protein, and this comes in chocolate and vanilla. You can use this commonly as a shake. You can have it for breakfast or as a snack on the go, pre and post workout, or you can have it as a meal replacement. Really good if you want to lose weight, because you can use them as a highly nutritious meal. You can safely replace up to 2 meals a day and lose weight in a really, really healthy way. They've only got 220 calories in. They're vegan. They've got a low GI. They're gluten-free. They've got 19 grams of plant protein. Carbohydrates are from root vegetables, and they've got also 17 of the fruits and vegetables in. So super healthy. For me, I don't do it for weight loss. I don't have them for weight loss. I have them usually for a really healthy breakfast. Gives me lots of energy to get through the morning. And you can choose either a shake or a smoothie bowl, or I'm absolutely addicted to making them into pancakes at the moment. So totally versatile as well. Thanks, James. And then we've got our lift, and Uplift is just absolutely amazing. And Sara will tell you as well how amazing they are. So basically, it's just a natural energy drink. So, unlike having a coffee or, one of the other kind of energy drinks are packed full of chemicals and caffeine from chemicals, and the other energy drinks are absolutely full of sugar as well as the chemicals. They're just made from plants. So you can see here mango, guava, lemon peel, and it absolutely packed full of essential B vitamins that help to promote energy and take away your tiredness. So they're really good if you just want to have that afternoon pick me up of just, or whatever time of day where you just think, or you might not want to, you might want to be trying to get off the chemicals and the caffeine, from say like your morning coffee, and just think, but I like that kind of lift. And this is exactly what it'll do. So just stir this powder in some water, and within a few minutes, you just got this natural energy, and you don't get that kind of spike and that low up and down kind of thing that you get with other kind of chemical energy drinks and coffees. So these are just absolutely amazing. And that's it. So, I think there's another one as well. So yeah, so we've got the capsules to maintain your health, basically. I call them my nutritional safety belt, my health insurance. We've got the complete range that just gives you nutritionally balanced meals and fantastic for healthy weight loss as well. And then we've got the uplift for performance, just really for natural energy. So, hopefully that you enjoyed the presentation. And if you haven't already tried the products, I really urge you to just give them a go. As I thought, I didn't feel like I need them. 7 years on, I will never ever, well, nearly 7 years on, I will never ever stop taking them. So thanks for listening.
Thank you,
Sara.
And I suppose the only bad thing about our products is that once you try them, you won't be able to stop.
Well, you don't want to go back to how you felt. That's what I think.
You've tried the premium capsules and you feel these amazing benefits and this increased energy levels, you'll just never be able to stop them. I've been taking them for almost 5 years now, and if I forget to take them for a few days or anything like that, your energy and everything else just seems to plummet, doesn't it? So proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, and I just feel that, like, for me, how I was before, you just think that's normal, but then when you feel so good every single day, you think, no, this is normal. You don't realize you can feel this good every day.
Yeah, and you just want to tell everyone about it. You really, really do, because you see so many people that are going through what you used to, as in being tired all the time or then busy schedules, and you want to say to everyone, just try them. Anyone that comes to my house, I'm like, just try them, take them.
Yeah, at least have an uplift.
At least an uplift. I love that. Thank you so much, Paula. So we're now going to hear from some people who have used the product and love the product. So we're going to get kick-started with the lovely Victoria. I hope, if you're on, just unmute yourself, Victoria, please. No, maybe we haven't got Victoria.
Is that better? Hiya.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. You can just take it away and tell us.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously, as you heard last week, my journey's been a bit of a whirlwind. I'm a mum. I'm 42 years old, and I had come to a bit of a crossroads and found Paula on Facebook only just about 3 weeks ago, and spoke on the phone to her, and it just went spiraling sort of from there, really. I signed up straight away to join, bought some products, and just wanted a healthier lifestyle for me and for my children. And I just feel absolutely incredible. I'm just loving every single day. I wake up positive. I just can't wait for the new things I'm going to learn that day, because I'm just absorbing everything like a sponge. And the motivation and positivity and the support of Paula has been unbelievable. The community, the Zooms that are available, I'm just like, oh my God, where have I been for 42 years? And I'm just absolutely, loving it. My son's eczema is clearing up by the day. And I'm just really loving the business side of it as well. And I just want to, help others. If there's anybody out there thinking of starting the products or looking at it from a business point of view, just there's nothing to lose, and the opportunity starts off the same for all of us. You just take from it what you want and just go with it.
Oh, amazing. Thank you, Victoria. And I love that, you know, that buzz when you first got started and you feel like your eyes have just been open for the first time.
It is. Literally, from the day I put the phone down to Paula, I've just been like, you know, on this road going forward every day, just like, yep, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. It's unbelievable. The feeling is incredible.
Yeah, I love it. And I'm so excited to watch you grow and watch your business grow and watch your so interesting. Seen it from the beginning as well, so thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you for having me back.
Next we have got our lovely Aisha. I hope just unmute yourself if you're on, please, Aisha.
Hello, sorry. One moment.
Yay!
Sorry, I'm here. Literally just
right.
scraping it by the minute with the kids.
Oh, no worries at all. Thank you for joining.
Okay.
Just want to take it away and just give us a couple of minutes on your journey with the product so far. That would be amazing.
Yeah, sure. So I've been on the products now since end of October. I originally started taking the shakes purely because I just like the sound of the fact that they were a meal replacement to begin with. I didn't actually start taking them as a weight loss product at first. But I've never really needed, I always struggled to put on weight before, but then obviously since having children, my metabolism and everything changed, and I decided to try and lose weight with them as well. And it all just happened so quickly. Within a few months, I've lost a stone, and I think I'm at my sort of goal weight now. So I'm just going to carry on using the shakes. Just as, like I say, because I never have time for breakfast, never have time for lunch, always rushing around with the kids. And then I also started taking the capsules at the same time. I like the sound of the fact that they were good for energy levels, immune system. So I decided to start taking all of the capsules, and I've only just recently started taking the omegas, added them in, but I'm just feeling absolutely amazing. Like, it's just crazy how in the last few months it's just really changed my energy levels, my mood, just overall. I think just being healthier just makes you feel good anyway, so knowing that I'm putting all that goodness in my body, it's just made a real big difference, and I'm being more conscious of other things that I'm putting into my body now as well, like what I eat and stuff. So I've just really enjoyed taking the products, and I take the uplifts as well, which are so essential after those nights with the kids and being up all night, and the early mornings getting up early to get bits and bobs done, and those afternoon like slumps that you feel. I'm on all the products, to be honest, now, and I absolutely love them. I can definitely say I'm going to be taking them forever. Definitely can't live without them now.
Oh, Aisha, thank you so much. It's absolutely amazing. And I loved as well, I know we had a catch up and you were saying, you know, I'm waking up at these 7 a.m, I'm on the calls, I'm doing my workouts, I'm so full of energy. It's
just completely unheard of for me, because I was always someone, I love my sleep, and I was always someone that was sort of in bed. Like, my children love their sleep as well, and they tend to sleep till 8:30, 9 most days. So I would just sort of like be in bed, just can't bother to get up if they're still sleeping. I just had like no motivation to sort of get up and do anything. And now, like, I'm up at like 6. Like, I've been up since like 6 this morning, and it's just completely unheard of. Like, my mum and everyone's just like, who are you? Like, because everyone knows that it's so unheard of for me. Like, I just like lazing around normally, but like, don't get me wrong, I do things like my housework and stuff as well, but but yeah, no, it's just obviously like I used to enjoy just laying in bed as long as I could possibly in the mornings, and to be up and about and doing things now, it's just changed things for the better. I absolutely love it.
Oh, thank you so much, you're amazing, and thank you for sharing your journey with us tonight.
Thank you.
And congrats on achieving your goals already.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Thank you. And up next we've got our lovely Claire.
Good evening, all.
Hi.
Hi. So my name's Claire. I'm 42 years old. I'm a mother of 5. My product journey started in 2019, and at the same time as taking the products, I joined the business. I started on the premium capsules and the lifts because I needed more energy, because I could just never get up. I was always tired. I just basically had no get up and, just kind of just basically going to work, coming home from work, going to bed or sitting down on the sofa, just tired, just no motivation. Started taking them within 2 weeks. It was unreal, actually. Even now to this day, I wake up with so much excitement. It's unreal, and I think, what am I excited about? It's just nice to get up. It's just nice to get up and have so much energy. And even like now, I'd be thinking, oh God, I would have been in bed years ago about 8 o'clock, and now I'm up still. So love them products. Then I moved on to the shakes and the boosters because I wasn't really overweight or anything like that. I think it was just more overall health, but I wanted to give them a go, and I dropped 2 dress sizes. And when you compare yourself, like you've got your before pictures, there's a huge difference. So I was quite chuffed with that. And then what else to do? I'm basically on all the products. I love all the products. Love the business. Just like I said, I'm full of energy all the time. What else could I say? Oh, I really did them years ago as well. I did suffer. I was in a real dark place. I had depression. I was diagnosed with bipolar, borderline personality disorder. But I take no medication now. And I know we can't take medical claims for that. But I'm just happy. And it's just crazy what they do. You give yourself so much goodness in your body. You're packing it with all that goodness. And it's just incredible with the results. And I'm just loving it. I love the business and I love the products. And that's it.
Oh, Claire, thank you. And it's so true what you say. You are literally like 5 a.m. I mean, I like getting up at 5 a.m, but it's a struggle. But I see Claire, she's up at 5 a.m. She's running around the park, skipping around her garden. I'm like, wow, like I've got energy, but you have got, what are you doubling up, tripling up on the capsules?
I didn't realise. I don't know where this energy's come from. So the products work, and the business is incredible as well.
Oh, Claire, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you jumping on tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that is a bit about our products. Obviously, you've heard all about them. You've had some testimonials as well from people who are absolutely loving them. And now we're going to move over and tell you a little bit about the business. And we are going to get started with our amazing James, who's going to tell you a bit about the business plan and structure.
Yes. Hi, everyone. So I'm going to tell you now about the business, which is super quick, by the way. So don't worry, we're not going to get into loads of numbers and everything, but I just want to give you the background of it. And this is how it was explained to me. So, very simple, but I think it's quite important that we understand the concepts of what is going on here. So by the way, I'm going to endeavour to welcome everybody else into the call who's in the waiting room as I go along. So multitasking. So just very quickly, there are 4 ways in which we make money in this business. Retail, team building, clubs, and network. We make the most amount of money, a product when we retail the product ourselves. And 90% of all of the people that take our product are not involved in the business. So I absolutely love that. We have a hugely retail, customer-focused business, which is amazing. I say to people, we're more like Amazon than anything else. All right, so let's move on. So what we've got here, right, is an example of this has come up straight away. So what we've got here is an example that we earn between 10 and 20% on the retail profit. And once we get up to the 20% level, it's permanent. And you can ask the person who invited you on about the business and explain to you how that works, but it's really very simple. So just to give it an example, if we develop 2 customers a month, we'll earn £2,500 a year, 4 customers a month, 5,000, 6 customers, 7,500, 8 customers, £10,000 a year. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? So, obviously, the customers have got to stay on, we've got to look after them, we've got to support them, but that's the sort of realistic scenario that's available to us. And when I looked at this, I thought, this is incredible. So then it was explained to me that I could work smarter rather than harder. So if I developed myself 24 customers, and then I had 3 people each who had 24 customers each as well, so 3 people in my team, and they would be satisfied customers, people who really got great results with the product, I would be earning £800 a month or £10,000 a year. And I thought, wow, that's again, absolutely amazing. And then it was explained to me that if I had 12 people, for example, each with 24 customers each, well, a little bit more to develop, but these are not all people introduced potentially by me. These are introduced by other people as well, but they've each developed their own 24 customers. Then I'd be earning £2,500 or a month or £30,000 a year. Again, wow, that's incredible. Part-time business, earning a full-time income. I wanted to know more, but beyond that, there was even more to this, because it was explained to me that there's a network side to this. So rather than just developing 3 or 12, let's say I develop a much, much bigger network. And for example, if each of these people only had their own product order, I'd be earning £1,000 a month. Interesting. But if each of them had 24 customers each, well, you can see the figures. Oh my goodness, this is really becoming out of this world. But then it was explained to me, look, other people are already doing this, so it's all available. Interesting. So then I looked at the next part of it as such, was that if I just didn't introduce 3 people, but introduced 5 people each, and they introduced 5 and so on and so forth, then you can see the figures are really extraordinary. If each person only has 1 product order, then you can see the figures, 11,000. Again, if everybody has a qualifying business of 24 customers, as we would call it, then the figures are absolutely crazy. But I looked at this and I thought, well, look, even if I only achieved 10% of this, this would be incredible. Or even if I only achieved 1% of it, it would be amazing. And on that basis, I thought, look, I'm going to get going. And it's been an extraordinary experience for me. But beyond that, the bonuses as well. So again, I'm not going to explain, but all the way from the bottom to the top, this is what we earn, 119,480 just in bonuses. This is on top of everything that I've shown you so far. And you may think, well, as I did, oh, well, this all sounds wonderful, but, I just can't see myself doing it. I can't, it's just a little bit out there in terms of what I would normally expect myself to be able to do. Let's have a look at what Richard Branson says. He says, if everybody offers you, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. And that really was my philosophy. I thought I didn't have a clue what I was doing, but I just got going, and it's been an amazing journey. So I'll hand back to Sara.
Amazing. Thank you, James. And again, that is the beauty of this business, is that you don't need any previous qualifications or experience. You will learn absolutely everything that you need to as you go along. Thank you, James. And we are now going to hear from some people who are involved in the business already and get some insight into their thoughts and feelings about the business. So we're going to get this kick-started with Catis, who I believe has also just hit a promotion to sales coordinator.
Yes, I have. Hello. Hi, I'm looking at you, Sara. Okay.
Yeah.
All the time when I'm told my story, I'm looking at you. Okay. So don't go away. I'm looking at you.
I'm not.
No, I'm so nervous because I speak Swedish, and I'm always nervous when I have to speak English. But now I'm looking at Sara. Sara is my new best friend. I'm looking at all his lives, and she's my friend now, okay?
You are perfect. You've got a beautiful accent and you speak beautiful English.
Oh, thanks. Okay, I started the business for 2 years ago in 1st March for 2 years. So this month I have been 2 years. The first month I'm going to the business, I was Partner Plus. And the second month I was Senior Partner, the SP. So everything there in the start is go very fast for me. So in the Zooms we have, they always ask me that, oh, what have you done? Please tell us, what have you done? Because it's going so fast for you. And I always tell the same thing. I don't know. I don't know what I have done. I always listen at my what is upline? Yes, upline. Thank you. I'm listening at my upline, and he says that, I mean, you can do this, things like this, do that, and do that, and I do it. And I was Partner Plus, and I was SP, and then my business was still. I'm not going anywhere. in the SP, and I called my upline every day, so many times at the day, and I always ask him that what I have done now, and what's the next step, and now what should I do now? And he always tells me the things I should do, so I don't have to think myself. That's very good. But then I stood still, and but I always try every day to do something that takes me go forward. And that's my thinking now, even now. So every day I have to do something that takes me forward. That's very, very important for me. Important? Okay, good. So I started to go to Zooms all the time, and I started to take every opportunities to learn me everything. I want to learn me everything. So I take every opportunities I can to learn me so much I could. Okay. So I started to follow some girls and boys who I think, oh, that was good work, and I like her, and I like what she's doing. So I started to follow that, and I'm checking out what they are doing and what posts and story they post, and then I take their stories and take it to mine, and I take my words, but I have their stories for me. So what I had done now, why I am SC now, I'm started to give more people info all the time, every day. I've started to tell people so much info, and I ask people to help me. I said to my friends, oh, do you know someone who wants to work with this, or do you know someone, can you please help me? So it takes me 2 years to finally become SC, and I have fighting so hard, and I have fighting so many months, and finally, and it happens in Sunday, the last day in February. The clock was 8 on the evening, and I was going into the Zooms, and I was so tired, and I want to go to bed after Zoom, and they sitting there. I have 18,000 points left. That's very much. Yeah. So I was sitting there, and I was, oh no, I don't be an SC this month either. Okay, I'm going to bed. So Patrick and Denise is sitting there and say, of course you can be SC. If other people have do this, you can do it too. I said, oh my God, I have 18,000, and people go to bed here in Sweden. It's Sunday night, people go to bed. So nobody have right to me. And I say, of course you can do it. If other people can, you can. So I said, oh my God, okay, I can do it. So 3 hours left on the Sunday. I have put 23,000 points. So 10 minutes before midnight, I got the last customer. So 10 minutes, and yeah, I am SC.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. And it just goes to show, sorry, I don't know if someone's unmuted, James. Yeah, it goes to show that you know, hard work and consistency definitely.
Yes.
As well as stepping out of your comfort zone as well. And it sounds like you've got an incredible upline as well, who really believes in you and supports in you.
Yeah, he really does.
Till that final whistle as well. So huge congratulations.
Thank you.
You're doing everything right. Consistency, persistency, mixed with hard work and self-belief, and you're going to absolutely fly through those promotions now. So huge congratulations and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Catties. Up next, we have got our lovely Daniele.
Yes, good evening. Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is Daniele. I'm actually Italian, and I've had a digestive health clinic here in London in Harley Street for the last almost 16 years now. And that was the reason why I first got involved with the Juice Plus company, was because of the products, because somebody recommended to me I should check out the products to recommend them as potentially something that would be useful for our patients. And so that was my first approach to the business, was via the products, because they're really great. And definitely what Paula was mentioning before about the research on the products is completely, it puts our products on a completely totally different league than any other product out there. So please go and do your own research and go on the website and find out all the clinical studies that our products are backed with, because that's what was really convinced me to get started and recommend the product to all our clients. Because of the great success that we had also in helping so many people with the products, I decided to take a more serious look at the business. I already had my own business, really busy, small business. So, coming with many challenges. And I was also quite skeptical about network marketing, to be honest. So, but because the products were so good, I decided to give it a go. And I found out that actually it's a very clever model. What James really briefly described before is really clever. And so, especially now, looking back at, obviously, we wouldn't have never imagined that, the last year would have turned out the way that it is. But with all these challenges and lockdown and people not being able to move and everything, and obviously as a traditional business, our clinic, like so many of you perhaps, we rely on people coming to visit, and we've only been able to replace so much with the distance and remote consultations and this kind of thing. So in hindsight, having had another business has really been a savings grace, and our business not only has been like COVID proof, so to speak, but it actually has been thriving because so many people actually now have been looking for help and for opportunities. And so for anybody here that already has their own business and you're thinking about where, maybe I'm really busy, should I do this or not? I mean, this doesn't have any of the downside of like a traditional business, heavy investment, having to get premises, staff, equipment. We can start with nothing, with everybody's got one of these. That's all we need to do this business and to get started. So now I'm really happy that I have a big team in Italy, in Poland, here in the UK, a little bit in the US, and it's growing really well. So we are extremely happy that we made this decision 6 years ago to get involved with this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Daniele. Absolutely amazing. And I just love the fact that you touch upon, so many businesses unfortunately have really struggled in the past 12 months. And we're very fortunate that we have our online businesses that's also a health business, and they really have thrived in the past 12 months. So we're really fortunate about that. Thank you very much. And I am super excited to introduce our guest speaker this evening. His name's Damian Brennan. He's a Presidential Marketing Director with Juice Plus. And I personally am really excited to hear his story tonight.
Hello, Sara. Hello, everybody.
I'm good. How are you?
Lovely to be here and to see so many enthusiastic and smiling faces.
Yes, definitely. I've actually heard a lot about you. I'm sure it was Sabrina and Paddy Jackson were telling me about you the other week, and they were inviting me onto a call. So I'm really excited to hear you this evening.
I'm sure if it came from Paddy and Sabrina, Sara, none of it was true. Well, yes, I suppose first of all, Olive and myself, my wife and myself, are partners in the business. And we go back 27 years ago, we joined Juice Plus, first of all. And oftentimes I get asked, well, what was your background before that? Were you looking for an opportunity? And I have to say, we most certainly were not looking for another business opportunity, because back at that time, I was primary school headmaster in a local village school here in County Leitrim in the lovely west of Ireland. And as well as that, Olive and I had bought a farm, and we were very actively farming, raising cows and calves and so on. Thirdly, I had been elected to my local county council here, and I was a member of a whole lot of committees dealing with education, enterprise and business development, sport, health, all of these things. And on top of all of that, we had started a manufacturing business. We had built a factory, we had 12 people employed, and we also had a young family. So back in 1994, the last thing we needed was another business. But a neighbour of ours, a friend of ours, had come across Juice Plus and the Juice Plus business, and she asked us to go to look at it, to give it to see what we would think of it. Now, back then, things were a little different from what they were today. First of all, there were no Zooms. There was no social media. There were no videos or Vimeo or YouTube or any of that modern means of communication. There were just simply meetings in a hotel room in the local town. So we went along in May 1994 to hear a presentation on this new product that had just been launched in Ireland, Juice Plus, and the business opportunity that was with us. The main reason we went, to be honest, was because we felt if we did go, then she would have to leave us alone and not bother us anymore, because we had run out of excuses, really. So we went to the meeting, small meeting in a hotel room, maybe about 20 people. The people who were doing the presentation certainly were a far cry from what we heard tonight, because back then they didn't really know what this Juice Plus was. And there was no information whatsoever. There were no studies. It had no background. It was only just a few months on the market. But they said it was supposed to be fruits and vegetables in a capsule. The idea sounded great, but would that be possible was the only question that was in our mind. But when they talked about it, and a couple of people told their story, and this is the power of the stories. It was really the stories that made the difference to us. Our friend was taking Juice Plus, and she felt more energy. Somebody that I knew had been taking it for a few months and had really felt the benefits of it. Now, energy was something that I certainly badly needed, because with all of these different jobs and very little sleep and a young family, we were both exhausted, and various health challenges were beginning to occur as a result of that. So we decided we would take Juice Plus. It seemed to make sense. We would certainly take it. So then the second part of the meeting moved on to talk about the business opportunity. And the person talking about the business opportunity, he certainly wasn't of the same standard as James Sanderson. He didn't understand completely what he was talking about, but yet, and what he was saying was so incredible that I just simply didn't believe him. Because remember, we were coming from a background of having established conventional manufacturing business. We had remortgaged our house, we had built a factory, we had a lot of people employed, we had an awful lot of commitment to our workers. We had to pay wages, obviously, we had a big capital investment, we had a lot of ongoing expenses, and it was hugely stressful and so on. Now, these guys were telling us then that you didn't need to do all that. You didn't need any capital investment. You had none of the conventional overheads of business. You had no wages to pay. It was completely flexible, and the potential in it was far greater than any of the conventional businesses that we've been involved in. So to me, it was just too good to be true. That was the problem. But luckily enough, Olive was with me, because her reaction was different. We had 8 children, and our eldest was just going to college at this time. And Olive was concerned about college fees and how would we support our children in school. At that time in Ireland here, there were education grants, but they were means tested. So if you were a teacher, you wouldn't get any grants. So we would have to pay everything for our children in college. So her real goal was to earn money to fund a college education for the children. And she saw this as an opportunity, and she said she was going to do it regardless. If others could do it, she could do it. And that was her commitment. And for me, of course, I then had to make up my mind fairly quickly, because one of two things would happen. On the one hand, she would fail, and being a headmaster in the local school, it wouldn't sound that good. On the other hand, she might succeed. And if she succeeded, she'd leave me behind. So I had to make my mind up fairly quickly. And what really made my mind up was something that Dave O'Brien often quotes, and that is, what if even a percentage of it was true? And James talked about that a few minutes ago. What if even a percentage of it was true, and we'd been given the opportunity and just walk away from it? So we couldn't do that. So we both became distributors, and I suppose the rest is history. But back then, Sara, things were much different from what it is today. Juice Plus was just on the market in Ireland, a couple of months. It was a brand new product with no studies behind it, very little information. We didn't have a home delivery service like we have today. So we, as distributors, had to buy in cartons of Juice Plus and sell it out 1 month at a time and collect the money, and go back every month and do that again. I know people today wouldn't believe that, but that is exactly the way we started. The other disadvantage we have was that as far as awareness was concerned, people were not really aware of the need to look after their own health. We depended on the medical people to do that. And also, they didn't appreciate that nutrition was the cornerstone of good health, or that fruits and vegetables were the cornerstone of good nutrition. So that link was never made. And anyway, in the part of the country that we lived in, a rural part of Ireland, everybody had an enormous vegetable garden, and they had a big orchard. So they didn't really need any more fruits and vegetables. They had them all year round. As well as that, most people didn't really understand that the science existed to reduce fruits and vegetables into their bare nutrient form and pack them into capsules. They didn't really understand that because they had no experience of it. Now, back then, as well as that, from a business point of view, there were no bonuses. So the only income we had were commissions from our sales. It was quite good, but it wasn't like what it is today. And of course, the fact that there was no social media and, no videos or YouTube or any of those things, it was a different world altogether. But yet, in spite of all the challenges, we just kept going. Like other people that are on this call tonight who started back at that time, we just kept going. And oftentimes we get asked, I suppose, what was it that kept you going? Well, the most important thing was our goals. Olive's goal was a college education. So, you would have to meet a really big obstacle to be held back when you were motivated by a fund for college education for your children. My goal was something similar in scale, and that was to earn an extra £1,000 a month to supplement my teacher's pension when I would retire in 20 years' time. So I was prepared to work part-time for 20 years to earn an extra £1,000 a month then to supplement my pension. So we both had very clear goals. And whenever we met with obstacles or whenever we didn't feel like going to do what we needed to do, that's what made the difference to us. As well as that, we had absolute confidence in the company from an early stage, because we met with Jay Martin, the president of the company, came over to the UK, and he came eventually to Ireland, and Vice President John Blair and various other people like that. We also met some of the leading distributors, people like Jeff Roberti and Bob and Sue Burdick and so on. And then, of course, to cap it all off, we met James Sanderson and Gordon Wilkie. And our reaction was, well, if these two can do it, surely we can do it. So that kept us going. That overcame all obstacles from then on. Another important factor was the sense of team spirit. And we really did work closely together at that time, and we encouraged each other. And people enjoyed coming to the meetings, and it was great fun as well as everything else. And of course, we had the good fortune to sponsor some really good people. And that's a very important part of this business. We should always sponsor up, sponsor better than ourselves. And apart from that, we just kept going to the conferences. We as I mentioned earlier, there was no social media, so we had to go to meetings. So we went to meetings 3 nights a week. Even though we were still doing all of the things we had been doing, we had 4 full-time jobs, we still went to, on average, 3 meetings a week. That would involve a drive of at least an hour each way, some cases 2 and even 3. But we did that because we were motivated by those 2 things that I outlined earlier on. And then what happened after that was that in 2013, the bonus program was launched. And that really transformed the business. There was now the opportunity to build a really serious business in a relatively short period of time and earn over 100,000 in bonuses. It was just incredible. I remember well when it was launched, and I didn't really believe it. I thought they'd made a mistake. But that was it. And it's such an enormous support to the business, because nowadays, people can build a great full-time career from this in a short period of time. The second thing that happened in 2013 was the discovery that social media could really drive this business. Now, for us, with the bonus program, we got down to work on that immediately. We drew up a plan that everybody could use, and you could get from senior partner all the way to P&D within a 2-year period if you really wanted to, but you could do it in 3 or 4 or 5 or even 10 years, and you still make an awful lot of money. So we had that plan. We still have it exactly the same today, just updated the figures. That's all we do. And we follow that plan for those who want to fast track. As far as social media was concerned, now that was a whole different challenge. I wasn't on Facebook, and I'm only recently on Facebook. I'm seldom on it. So by the time I would be taught Facebook, I'm sure we'd have moved on to something else. So rather than attempting that, what we did was we sponsored people who were good on Facebook, and it worked brilliantly. I don't have to be frustrated. I don't have to frustrate anybody else around me. We just let them get on with it. So the rest, as they say, is history. It took us 9 years to go NMD. And when the bonus program came out, we went PMD within 2 years. It's been an absolutely amazing journey. There's no question about it. And when we look now at where we are in the business and look at all of the people that have come into the business with us, you mentioned earlier on Sabrina Jackson, and that's a young couple with a young family. And it's a great sense of satisfaction to know that those of us who are of an older vintage, that we stayed with it and that we kept the business going until these new people came along and really gave it a new lease of life. So it's great to look at that and to look at that. The problem is, Sara, that when you're fueled with Juice Plus and you're 27 years in the business, you just can't stop talking.
Oh, we don't want you to stop talking. I could literally listen to you all night, Damian. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I was really, really looking forward to hearing you speak tonight. And absolutely amazing. And I just love hearing from people who have been in the business for 27 years. That's just incredible. And my sort of main takeaway from what you said this evening is just keep going and have your very clear goals. And when you have those obstacles, as we all do, just stay focused and keep running for the hills. Damian, did you have some top tips for us? We normally get just a few top tips for success in the company. Have you got some for us?
Okay, well, first of all, it's a simple business. So keep it simple is probably the best advice anybody can get. Take the Juice Plus products, experience the benefits, and just simply share that experience with other people. We do that by just starting a conversation online or offline, listening to what the other person is saying, identifying a problem, because usually you're not too far into the conversation until somebody comes up with a problem, empathizing with that problem because we've been there ourselves, and offering a solution. And that's really all we do. Our business is about solving problems. It's important then to do it with an attitude of concern and caring for that person. It's not how many customers can I get this week, but how many people can I help this week? And when you start a month, let's say we start the month of March with the attitude, how many people can I help in the month of March? That's a whole different place to be rather than how many customers can I get. It equates to the same at the end of the day, but your attitude in the business, people will pick up on that, and your success will be directly related to your level of concern and caring for other people. So in other words, act like a farmer, not a hunter. The farmer sows seeds and takes care of them until they're ready for harvesting. Some seeds take longer to germinate than others. And I think we can all apply that to prospects for the business or for the product. Some take longer to germinate than others, but be patient and it will work out in time. It nearly always does. The farmer is patient. He will look after that crop, and he always reaps the harvest at the end. Don't talk so much about the product, but rather talk about the benefits. And make your meeting with people an experience, something that they will remember. Jim Rohn says, our success should always be at the service of others and never at the expense of others. And I think that's really, really good advice. The second tip I would give, Sara, I think, is build solid foundations for long-lasting business. People like James and Gordon and Sue and a whole lot of people that are on this call have been in the business for the best part of 3 decades. And they're only getting started. And they have another 3 decades ahead to blossom. And that's what we're looking to. That's the power of this business. It's incredible. It really is incredible. But that's what we've got here. So build solid foundations for a long-lasting business. My ambition is to build a solid business that not only returns me an income for the rest of my life, but that I can pass on to a family member and they continue and they expand on it. And that's the opportunity we've got. Success in our business is, to me, 80% attitude and 20% practice. We are in the business of caring, solving problems, supporting others, encouraging people, empowering people. And it starts with customer care. When a new customer first orders the product, you don't have a customer yet. You merely have a sale. You have to support and educate and encourage her to take Juice Plus consistently. And with that, gently promoting a healthy diet and lifestyle to maximize the results. Because Juice Plus is really a catalyst for a healthy lifestyle. When she gets her second delivery, then you have a customer. But then you continue the customer care to develop a satisfied customer and develop a raving fan who is giving you referrals. And when that happens, then you can point out to her, you know, you could be doing this business yourself. You're already doing this business. Why don't you get paid for it rather than me? And you get a new partner. Likewise, then, when you get a new partner in your team, again, keep it simple. Help her to get the first few customers and achieve the first promotion to Partner Plus and get that check for £160. There is nothing to motivate somebody like a check because it proves the business works and it proves that she can do it as well. Most conventional businesses take 3 to 5 years to return a profit. Our business can return a profit in 3 to 5 days. And that is an amazing fact that we don't emphasize maybe enough. Keep mentoring and supporting and to build a customer base, and as well as that, to give her, so that she will give her customers the same level of customer care that you gave to her when she was a new customer. So start that pattern in your business and teach it to everybody who comes in, and you will have a solid foundation in your business for the future. The other point in relation to a solid foundation is, I'm very much of the view, and I know many, many people are, that the product that's most important to provide for a solid future is Premium Plus. Complete is a great product, Lift is a great product, all of these, but Premium Plus capsules are the mainstay of our business. People get the most benefit from them on an ongoing basis. So from the point of view of the customer and our interest in the customer, it's important that we promote it as well. But a business built on good customer care with capsules at the center of it is a business that will last a lifetime and will bring a lot of income to a lot of people. The last thing I would say in relation to tips is sponsor, don't recruit. And there is a difference. Recruiting infers that we are using people for our benefit. It's like, I need a partner, who can I recruit? And it smacks of desperation. On the other hand, sponsoring infers we want to benefit the people that are being sponsored. In other words, I have a solution to a problem that many people experience. Who can I help this week? Who can I sponsor this week? And you're genuinely going out there to bring benefit to that person that you're going to sponsor into the business. It's a really important difference, and it has massive implications for our success long term. Imagine having an army in your team going out there every month to see who they can help. That's a wonderful way to be starting the month. And there's never any disappointment then. If you share the opportunity with a person and that person it's not the right time for them just now, we just get to share it. They get to make the decision. And we are just as patient as the farmer who often doesn't see progress for a long time, but knows eventually it will work. To achieve greatness in the Juice Plus business, your dreams have to be larger than your obstacles. Ours were, and we overcame whatever happened. And I just finish with a quotation from one of the highest earners in the business, Cheryl Cortese in the USA. And she lived in the city of New Orleans. And she was in Ireland here at one stage, and she told us this story, and I'm sure she told it in many places. On August the 29th, 2005, Hurricane Katrina destroyed everything in New Orleans. Cheryl Cortese was the only one to walk away with her business intact. She walked away next morning, her business was the same as the day before. She was probably the only one in that city to walk away with her business intact. So let us be the change that enables people to walk away from financial stress. And we've got that opportunity.
I don't know what to say. I could honestly listen to you all night. I don't even know the amount of notes I've sat here and taken. I can see people in the chat just saying, wow, wow, wow. My team chat saying, wow, wow, wow. You know, be a farmer, not a hunter. Attitude versus practice. Just feel like you're just dropping gems one after the other. We're so, so grateful for you sharing all of that with us this evening. Thank you so, 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 so much.
Very welcome, Sara. I picked up all of that from these gurus who are on tonight's call.
And I know we've also got you, or we've got you for the Saturday Success Training this weekend as well. So for anyone who's on the call who wants to hear more from Damian, which I'm sure we all do, make sure you definitely tune in to listen to him there as well.
Looking forward to it, Sara, and I can only quote a saying that we have here in Ireland, which is, you're a devil for punishment.
We can't wait. Damian, you're absolutely amazing. Thank you so, so much for joining us this evening and sharing that incredible story and all of those amazing top tips.
You're very welcome. Great to be here.
And thank you to all of our amazing speakers this evening. You was all incredible, especially to everyone who spoke for the first time tonight, because I know it's slightly nerve-wracking, but you were all incredible. Thank you to James for arranging another incredible call. We hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've loved hearing about our amazing products and our business opportunity. We can't wait to welcome you into our Juice Plus family. And if you've got any questions, just pop whoever invited you on the call the message, and they will be more than happy to help. Thank you, everybody, and good night. Take care.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. That was a
Thank
good one.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you. We are grateful.
Thank
We are
you.
very grateful.
We are grateful.